Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, great. I feel like I've kind of, I don't know what I feel like. It's strange, isn't it? Yeah, kind of just coming down, aren't we? We're coming down off that thing that just happened over the last few weeks. Yeah, it was. It marked the end of an era, really. I think. I hope. I don't think we're out of the woods, but we definitely had a milestone, didn't we? And we got there, and it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible in both settings. So it started off with the New Mills Dance Showcase, which seemed like ages ago now, but I think it was about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And then we had the 3 stage shows at New Mills, and then we had the private lessons showcase. Then we had the New Mills P&P and AAA showcase. And then we had the Glossop showcase.
Yeah.
All incredible, all absolutely incredible. The atmosphere in both settings was alive, and it was just such a sense of community and family. Incredible.
It was so lovely, wasn't it? And I think all of the feedback that I got on Saturday from Glossop, and I'm sure the same at New Mills, was just parents who were so happy to see their children doing what they've been doing in their bedrooms and behind closed doors because of our risk assessment. They haven't been allowed to peek in like they would normally and see them enjoying themselves. And so it's kind of been our little secret, and it's been really good to let everybody in on our little secret finally.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so
good morning, Roxy.
Have we got Roxy?
Roxy.
Hello, Rox.
She's saying hello. And Cohen as well. Hello, Cohen.
We're all right. Yeah, really adverse circumstances. We've had lots and lots of people isolating still, right up to the crunch. So that was a real shame for a lot of our young people who were wanting to perform but didn't get to perform. I know there were some people were isolating, did the 10 days, came out for a day, and then had to go back in because of family members and all the rest of it. So still lots of stuff going on that we do need to be really aware about, and you know, like I say, we're not out of the woods yet, but it was lovely. It was lovely to reconnect and connect. Lots of new people, lots of new faces, lots of new family that we've never seen before at Take Part. So it was really nice to make those connections and, you know, and feel that emotion that came from all the showcases over the last few weeks. Really, really lovely to see and feel.
It was. It really was. Oh, how exciting. But here we are at the end of that big tidal wave of shows, and it is what they call the post-show blues. and it feels really strange, doesn't it? To those people who haven't experienced it before, it's the feeling of like everything's come to everything was on a really fast train for a long time, and then all of a sudden the train stopped and you've got off and you don't quite know where you are, and you're just looking around searching for the next train to board to get on again. And it's that really strange feeling of just not quite knowing when that train's going to come. But at Take Part, there's always a train coming up to that station ready to go again. So I think we're going to take a little breather for ourselves, and then we're going to get back on that train straight away, pretty much, because we're all working backstage at the moment throughout the summer holidays. It may seem like we are not teaching classes and that we're all on our holidays, which some of us are on holidays, don't get us wrong, we are on holiday, but we are also planning, preparation, and getting ahead of the game so that when September 2021 comes along, we are ready to go and we are firing on all cylinders.
Absolutely. So yeah, and some of our young people will have received an email over the weekend to set them on their next journey, because I do believe that there's some emails gone out for casting. Is that right?
That is right, yeah. Yesterday morning, 9 a.m, the Oliver cast list will have gone into the inboxes of those in New Mills and Glossop. If you have not received an email and you have checked your junk folder and your spam folder, because often our emails end up in there, they just find their way in and then they don't let you know that they're there. So please always make sure that you check that you are checking your junk and spam folders. But if you have not received an email with the cast list on, please get in touch with us from info@wearetakepart.com, and we can kind of point you in the right direction. Just to let you know that the principal roles for both shows have been cast, okay? If you have not been given a principal role, that does not mean you are not in the show or you do not have a chance in the spotlight. There are so many other solo lines and solo script lines. So that will all be dealt with and handed out in true Take Part fashion in September, in that fully inclusive, when everybody's in the room, everybody gets their moment if they want it. So don't worry if you do not see your name on that cast list.
You are in it. You are in it. We are fully inclusive and diverse. So everybody who is a part of Take Part is a part of it, and you will be taking part. Absolutely. We have still got some availability for our September starters. All those people that have registered, and there have been a lot of new registrations over the last few weeks, we will be in touch with you over the holidays. We're not asleep. There is a core nucleus of workers that carry on throughout the holidays. So we will be in touch with you very soon and explain what happens next and when we actually get back in uniform and things like that. So we've not forgotten about you. We will be in touch very, very soon. What else is there? Well, I'm going to be doing some work. I've got a big grant to write this week. I've got a grant deadline. That's very, very exciting. Can't say too much about that at the moment, but if it comes off, it will be very, very exciting to Take Part. So we've also got a summer school that we are working on this week. Tomorrow, I've got a team of 5 going over to Salford to work with our Salford schools over there, and our gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous school that we support, All Hallows over in Salford. And yes, we're all ready. I do believe we are bringing a Lion King Day to you tomorrow. So that's very exciting. Yeah.
Really?
And then for me, it's all things management and leadership. So the leadership team have got a 2-day workshop in August where we all going to come together and look at everything as a whole, dates and communication and all of that kind of thing, so that we can get ready and plan the next 12 months delivery. So that's very exciting as well. And
birthday shout outs. We missed last week our birthday shout outs because we overran by quite a considerable amount. So we said that we would put them this week as well. I do have a list of who we missed last week.
Okay.
But if you could get the birthdays for this week up, that would be fantastic.
I will do that. Do you want to start with last week's then? And we can
So last week, it was Alfie's birthday.
Alfie Hall.
Alfie Hall, happy birthday, Alfie. It was Eliza's birthday.
Eliza Burden.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Eliza. And of course, it was Joe's birthday.
Joseph Coker, it was.
Can't miss him out, can we?
To wake our techie up this week. He had lots of shows going on. Been asleep for nearly 2 years.
Yeah. And it was like knocking on his door and saying, "Wakey, wakey, it's time. It's time.
Dust your microphones off, love."
Yeah. And he
did a sterling job. You did a sterling job. Yes.
Oh, Eliza's there and she says, "Thank you."
Hey, big 8 to Eliza. I know she's a big 8 because she lives on my road and she's got a new hoverboard and it's just the most amazing thing ever. So she's whizzing up and down the street. She's not in the middle of the road. She's very
Is that in the show? Can we have a hoverboard in the show?
We're thinking of featuring hoverboards in a number.
Oh, stop it. How exciting.
I know. Yeah.
All the possibilities. Yeah, okay. That's good to sit on and ponder for a couple of weeks, isn't it?
It is. So let's have a look. My system is very, very slow today. I can't seem to get on it. So I'm struggling a little bit with this week's birthdays. Just give me one moment.
No problem. Whilst you're figuring that out, I would just like to do a little mention for all the people who are entering summer holidays at the start of like this full 6 weeks now. So if you have just started that, if your child finished school last week and you are now back in that kind of zone of juggling work and well, it's not homeschooling, thankfully, but that whole lockdown mentality that we all had, give yourselves a break. Like, don't put too much pressure on yourselves. I saw a really, really lovely post on social media not long ago about parents surviving parents surviving the summer holidays. And it was just so lovely. And it had some great tips on there. And I'm trying to think off the top of my head. If I try and find it, I'm going to post it on our Take Part social media because it was brilliant. But it was basically saying things along the lines of, don't try and play catch up with the tidying up. You will just be doing it all day. So take a load off there. Like treat it like you have just become a mum or a dad or for the first time. And it's like that whole sleep when they sleep, eat when they eat. Don't try and tidy up. Just give yourselves a break. There's no medals at the end of these 6 weeks for having a really tidy house. And you just need to take time for yourself when you can. Enjoy that time that you have with your family. So play, get a board game out, turn the telly off, turn the devices off, get a board game out and play and have that really nice time with your family. Paint, get messy. it washes off. It's fine. I let Jake...
Memories, that isn't it?
Yeah. I let Jake get the paints out the other day, and he literally was painting, and then he started painting himself, and then he's like, yeah, it's all over the place. And he's now got into the habit of wanting to clear the paints away. And at first, my initial reaction to that is like, no, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be all over the kitchen. And then I was like, but who's going to see it? Let him do it. Let him do it. So that whiled away a good half an hour of him literally just pouring water into the paint pot and watching all the paints go into each other and creating rainbows. And he was just spellbound by these paints mixing into each other. And it was half an hour he was sat there just watching the water change colour. And I was like, why did I not ever do this before? Because it gave me a chance to have a cup of tea. I was able to wipe it all down afterwards. It took 5 minutes to wipe it down, and it wasn't that big of a stress. But initially, like, we put so much pressure on ourselves to have everything kind of, wiped down and keep it clean and did it because it will save time or whatever. But actually, it was just fine. It was fine. And so I got over myself a little bit with that, and that was really nice to see him just enjoy himself getting messy, and it was fab.
Absolutely. And I think we've really missed out on memories as well, haven't we? Just with all the lockdown. I mean, there's been nice things going on. Community, I'm huge on community. And I just want to do a bit of that as well. I want to get out in our local town and see what's going on, and maybe go into our local park. I know there's a festival in New Mills. Don't know much about what's been going on, so I'm just going to have a look at that, and we're going to do a bit of staying local, but find out what's going on as well, and just be part of our community, which I really can't wait to do. Really
amazing.
So, right,
and do things like gardening as well. Get out in your garden and get the children to help you, like, pull the weeds out. They love it. They absolutely love getting in amongst it and being given a bit of responsibility. And if you give them a fork or a spoon, like, you don't have to go out and buy fancy tools. Get them a fork and a spoon and get them to pull those dandelion weeds up, and perfect.
Lovely. So we have got some fabulous birthdays this week. I know some of our older children. We've got Jake Lamb, who is 15 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Jake. We've got Clara Skelly, who is 14 today, I think. Yes, today. 14 today. Happy birthday, Clara. We've got our Year 6 is going into Year 7, who are all turning 11. We've got Oscar Heath, Amber Arden, Anna Winterbottom, Jasper Kemp, and Lucy Terry. And we've got our gorgeous little Remy Walker. Leanne, Remy's one of yours, isn't he?
Yeah.
Remy's 4 this week. So, yeah. Happy birthday, Remy.
Happy birthday, Remy, and well done for Saturday.
A big shout out to my daddy, who is still in hospital, but he's 80 on Wednesday. So, happy birthday, my dad.
Happy birthday.
Hopefully I will get to see you this week. It's been a very, very long time since I've been able to see my dad. So fingers crossed I shall come and see you. So not that he's on Facebook or YouTube. He'll never see this, but hey ho. Right. I think it's time. Roxy says happy birthday, everyone. Absolutely. So yeah, this week for me is all about grant writing. It's all about Salford. It's all about the team and reaching some goals and setting some goals and moving forward with things. So yeah, lots going on behind the scenes, and we will see you back here on Monday next week for more Take Part. If you've got any questions or queries about anything at all, please don't hesitate to email or give us a ring. We are still working. We are working throughout the holidays. So if there's any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to contact us.
Yeah. There is always one of us in the office at some point. So if you are looking for a specific person, you may have to wait a short time. But if you are just having a general query, then there will be somebody in the office at some point to be able to answer your queries. So don't hesitate to drop us a line.
Okie dokie. Have a great, great week. Enjoy the summer. We will see you soon.
Bye bye.